Hi. Hi guys, this is Cheryl Gallagher with Body Creation Coaching with me, and welcome back. I am just here and I'm going to do a little recap of the last, 5 videos it's been so far, something like that. And just wanted to see how you guys are doing out there. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you like it and subscribe and do the push notifications on so that you'll automatically get updates that there's a new video. So I'm doing these once a week right now. In the summer, I have a sense it's going to change a little bit. So, all right, what have we discovered so far with our bodies? Hopefully, we're discovering all sorts of wonderful things that it can be for us. And hopefully, just with these few videos, we are creating some feeling good and some ease in our body, less stress, maybe even some differences in sensations like pain, and hopefully something just better. Well, I say better, but more lighter, expansive, again, just feeling better and just like woohoo, like you can maybe float on some clouds. Okay, well, maybe we're not quite there yet. So let's recap what we've done so far. So if you haven't seen these previous videos, I really invite you to go back and to even watch them again. And this is sort of this is a lifelong process until we leave our bodies. So this is not something that, is like, oh, okay, I watched that video, I'm done. I would like you to sort of look at it in a sense that it's a journey that is ongoing and something that, we are always learning to cultivate, create with, and maybe change. That's how I look at this. This isn't like, okay, I've learned these things, these tools, and now what? Well, yes, now what? And also, I'm taking these things that I've learned throughout my years of experience with bodies and with myself and applying them to my world, creating, I feel wonderful in my body. And the more I, look at it, work with it, the better I feel. So there's always a possibility for change and feeling great in your body. So reframing. So I talked about looking at how we are describing our bodies. Again, this doesn't have to be out loud. It doesn't matter. Energy, if you're thinking it, you're creating it. And that's just it. So hopefully you were able to look at how you're talking to your body or about your body with somebody else, even doctors. Oh, it's my problem, me, blah, 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 blah. And we can change it. Now, did you try, if you say this is my bad knee, this is my fantastic knee. Try that and see if it doesn't make you smile just a little bit. Remember, laughter changes things. And so getting out of the energy of, well, when you say it's my bad or my problem, does that feel like fun and light, like you can walk on clouds? Or does that feel like someone whacked you in the head? Or does it feel like a weight, like on your shoulders? All right. So paying attention to the words that we are using to describe our body. And then how do we change that? Well, yes, already we talked about it, awareness. And then putting other words in place. Remember, we are creating whatever it is that we're saying. I was listening to a podcast this morning. They called it Tomorrowland, not based off of the movie, but kind of based off of the movie. They talked about this by Shannon, and I'll put that in the notes. She's got Consciousness Anywhere, basically podcast. It's pretty awesome. And they talked about, your point of view creates your reality. And I've heard this multiple times. I've heard what we think we're creating, our actions, not just our actions, but our thoughts are creating all the time. And it really hit me on a different level this morning. It hit me on a level of, yes. And it was talking about, well, if we can change the points of views of everyone or of other people to create something different or better, then woohoo! So what I'm trying to say is I'm working towards a change with maybe how you're looking at your body instead of it being an issue or a problem. Even if there's things going on, still don't say it's a problem. Say, okay, body, what are we doing here? What are we aware of? Remember, our bodies are that amazing antenna. So we are picking up things from all over the place. From people, from the environment, from the earth. So we are always constantly bringing in information. It's constantly relaying information to us, and we have really, haven't really discovered, I feel like, maybe some people have, the information, what it's trying to say. Now, sometimes the pains or sensations or whatever going on in our body is just saying, sit your ass down and relax. Or maybe it's saying, all right, we need to do this stretch here. Really quick story. Story time. My mom, she watched the first few videos, and she told me that she was in the other room and she was bending over doing something. This was like, a few weeks ago. And she said that all of a sudden she started to lean forward and more. And like she kept moving forward, and she wasn't exactly aware of the why. It just felt like her body needed to keep moving forward. Well, then she realized what was happening was it was opening up the body. It was opening up her back. It was stretching her back. It was expanding the tissue. Well, when you expand tissue, now she has some breathing issues. When you expand the tissue, then it makes breathing a lot easier. And I thought that was pretty cool. She didn't say it was because of the videos, but I have a pretty good idea that because she was starting to pay attention more to her body, that she was listening to it and she actually heard it and she started to move with it. So what have you guys discovered so far? What have you discovered? Have you discovered, you're starting to move, or something's, changing, or, what's going on? I want you to drop your comments for me, or, shoot me an email and let me know if these videos are creating anything more in your world. All right. So then the reframing 2 was all about having gratitude and changing what we are saying to something positive, and just not being positive, but just, again, trying to shift the paradigm, shift the energy of what we've been putting in for so long. That's why I'm saying, oh, hey, this is my fantastic knee. I mean, when you say that, again, how can you not smile? I think it's pretty awesome. So that was reframing 1 and 2. Now the power of the breath, where I say it all the time, the breath is the bridge. It is the bridge between the mind and the body. It quiets the mind like a whisper so that our bodies can come forth, so that our bodies could begin to lead the way. We are such a head-driven society. We need to figure it out. We need to figure out that answer. That's how we've been taught. We've been taught that we have to have the answer. And what I'm inviting you to is, the question, and also to just open the door for our body to come forward and to listen to its wisdom. It has its own wisdom, and when we can begin to utilize that, I'm going to tell you from personal experience, it does change a lot. So again, if you haven't watched these videos from before, please go back and watch them. And if you have, watch them again. Because, for me, if I watch a movie or read a book, or, I watch another video or whatever, if I watch it again, it seems like I usually pick up something new, or, on a different level, I have a new awareness, or so on and so forth. Awesome? Cool. Awesome sauce. Yay. So the power of the breath. Right? And then I also talked about posture and alignment. And that's just simple being aware of how we are moving our body. Again, when we start paying attention to our body, it begins to go, wow, thank you so much. It's like, oh, you're finally listening to me. You're finally hearing what I'm saying. And even if we don't hear it loud and clear right now, we know, our bodies know that we're working with it more. And it creates more ease. It creates more space and it forgives easier too, which is very interesting. So yay, posture and alignment. How are we using our body? Are we stepping up And those steps with the same leg all the time? Or are we using the same arm, I don't know, to, pick up our groceries or rake our lawn? Whatever that is, whatever, sleeping on one side more than the other, So again, it's creating that balance. It's just paying attention to how we are moving. Are we leaning a little bit? Are we sitting tall? And even saying that, it reminds me to, okay, sit up nice and tall, pull my head back a little bit, help create that alignment, help create that ease in my back and that space. And a lot of times when I do that, it's like I take a nice deep breath in and it relaxes me. So hopefully that's helping you as well. And then one of the last videos I did was who does it belong to and is it mine? And that is just, again, another way that our body is taking in all this information and becoming aware of what is ours and what is not ours. I don't know if you've seen the movie What Women Want. And I'm going to tell you, I've referenced that sort of quite frequently for the simple fact that Mel Gibson was in there and all of a sudden he could hear all the thoughts from all the women all the time. And he realized they weren't his. So that video was all about it was becoming aware of what our thoughts were and then other people's thoughts. So also sensations and pains in the body. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. You watched those. And again, go back, rewatch. Hopefully you're still having fun on this journey and we're having fun playing. And again, shoot me an email, shoot me a comment and let me know what you think, how things are going. If you have any other ideas or thoughts, I would love to hear from you. All right, I want you to have an amazing day playing with your body and moving it and just being free. All right, guys, take care.